Yeah, QSL on that. Dave, no problem. If you can log, that's fine. If you cannot, that's also fine. I got thousands and thousands of QSOs. So what I cherish and care for most is a chat like we're having right now, even though it's a short one due to many stations calling. So I, of course, will be confirming on LOTW, but it's not the most important matter at hand. So, Dave, all the best to you and safe journey home. Until the next time, VO1COD Mobile SQ5EBM.
Yeah, very good there, Miles. You take care, buddy, and until the next time, Sierra Quebec 5 Echo Bravo Mexico, Victor Oscar 1 Charlie Oscar Delta slash mobile 7-3.
Thank you, bye bye. And this is Sierra Quebec 5 Echo Bravo Mexico CQ110.
Kilowatt Germany 5 Echo Germany.
Kilo Golf 5 Echo Golf. Harry, I had you about 5 and 6 with your first call. I'm checking out. No, we had no prior QSO, so it's even more great to hear you for the first time. Miles is the name, Mike India, Lima Echo Sierra. Vielzovna, which translates as Elmsville, is my home village here, about 5 kilometers southeast of Warsaw. KG5EG SQ5EBM.
Yeah, QSL, thank you very much for the 5-6 signal report. You're a 5-9 plus. I mean, you're a beautiful signal here into the state of Illinois this afternoon. I can't believe 10 meters has opened up the way it is. I usually come check it out every day and maybe hear 1 or 2 stations, but boy, the whole band is hopping today.
Yeah, the same kind of surprise down here. You know, when I tune in on 10 a couple of minutes ago, and it was difficult to find a clear frequency. You guys from the other side of the pond seem to be occupying this band on this side, so plenty of stations. I've just informed my friends from my ham radio club on WhatsApp that 10 meters is boiling hot with the X stations. But you know, before my XYL calls me downstairs to help around our daughter, because you know it's bath time and no one else does the power and well, sorry, towel and taking care of getting into pajamas like Daddy does. So before that happens, I've decided to turn on the PA and see what's up. Pushing about 500 right now, and it's a 7-element 7-band Yagi by Golf X-Ray Papa. Only 45 feet up, so not the best height for the Yagi, but couldn't get it any higher. IC7600 Zarik and a desk microphone on a stand, on a boom. Cheap Chinese karaoke dynamic microphone of the internet as an experiment few years back. That seems to be working fine. KG5EG SQ5EBM.
Oh yeah, your station's working just great for you. Everything you got is putting a great signal into here. I'm running an ICOM 7610 into a 3-element tri-bander Cushcraft A3, and it's up about 65 feet. Only running 100 watts. Haven't turned on the amplifier. Hasn't seemed to need it yet. But yeah. Okay, well, it's good that you get the kids off the bed. My kids are all grown and gone, so I'm home alone by myself now.
KG5EG SQ5EBM. No, mine is 4 years old, and I'm 45, so it's not getting easier each day. But you know, I'm very often waiting for the moment in the evening to get some well-deserved rest. But she's all over the place and just great kid. So yep, it's gonna be a long time before mine grows up and says, Daddy, I want to move back to the city. You know, I'm a native of Warsaw. I still have an apartment there that I rent. My parents are gone now, so she will probably in some 20 years or a bit earlier said, "Dad, could you give me the apartment back?" So, but before that happens, I'm gonna turn way gray, way grayer than I am right now, and probably will have my backyard full of bodies of boys trying to run around, run after my girls. So before that happens, I'm enjoying ham radio. In prison, they won't have any. Back to you, KG5EG, SQ5EBM.
Okay, KG5EG. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. I also live out in the country and have absolutely no desire to move back to the city. I'll be here forever. Yeah, my youngest is 50 years old, so I've got you by a few years. I'm a little over 75. Last month, I turned 75 last month. Still doing good. I'm kicking, enjoying ham radio, and enjoying camping and doing lots of activities. So I stay busy. Okay, I won't hold you any longer. I'll let you go. I think some other ones calling you. So we'll let them yak at you a bit. But I've enjoyed the QSO and hope I can meet you here on 10 or some other band again sometime and we can continue the conversation. Sierra Quebec 5, Echo Bravo Mike. This is KG5EG.
KG5EG, SQ5EBM. Harry, thank you very much for this QSO. Nice to have a short chat. I'm recording that QSO, so it will be on my YouTube channel this evening. Might be a bit shaky because I wasn't prepared, had no camera running, so I'll turn on my cell phone and here I am. So thank you very much until the next time, and all the best to you and yours, of course. And this is Sierra Quebec 5, Echo Bravo Mike, Sugar Queen 5, Echo Bravo Mike, standing by for any other call.
73.
CQ110 meters, Sierra Quebec 5, Echo Bravo Mike, calling CQ10 meters, Sierra Quebec 5, Echo Bravo Mike.
Kilo Quebec 4, India Hotel Golf.
Kilo Quebec 4, India Hotel Golf. Matt, nice to meet you. I wasn't looking at the meter, so with your next job, I will give you a report. But the readability was 5. That's for sure. Name is Miles, Mike India, Lima Echo Sierra, and I'm about 5 kilometers southeast from Warsaw, the capital city, out here in the country, and the village is called Wiązowna, which means more or less Elmsville. KQ4IHG, SQ5EBM.
QSO. Well, good evening, Miles. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango, and currently you're floating between a 5.5 and a 5.7 in the northwest Georgia today. It's a pretty hot first day of autumn here, with the temperature being around 33 Celsius. And I'm using 400 watts to a Yaesu Foxtrot Tango 710 at a Moxon antenna pointed towards Poland. QSL.
Yeah, Matt, QSL on that. Same down here, 5.5, sometimes 5.1, sometimes 5.6. And yeah, we also had a beautiful day. We were out in the Forest Educational Center, a few kcs away. We had the 7th edition of a amateur radio picnic, organized first by the club I was running for a couple of years now by the guys who took over. Plenty of amateur radio operators and from all over the place, from the district here and districts around. We had a stratospheric balloon with live images, so quite a nice pleasant day, and it was 30 something in the sun, and on average of course it was 20, maybe 25, 27, something like that, but you can clearly feel that cold autumn wind. We have quite cold nights now and mornings. Friday, if I recall, it was 4 degrees centigrade in the morning, and it got to 25 something during the day. So But it's a extremely beautiful September, and I hope it keeps on going on. I'm a great supporter of any greenhouse effect and global warming, so you got me there. They're gonna revoke my Polish citizenship one day because I'm not very fond of vodka and I don't like cold. So I don't mind when it's a bit humid, and but as long as it's warm, I'm all happy. Whenever there's sun out, my Slavic smile is gone, and I smile like a proper living being. KQ4I India Hotel Golf SQ5EG.
QSL, I definitely understand the sentiment. I would assume you all do not have very long summers, and so the amount of time that you can enjoy the warm sun is a good benefit. But over here, our summers are extremely long, and it can get a little tiresome to deal with the heat. So I am definitely looking forward to the winter and the autumn this year. Over.
Yeah, well, down here it's practically from May till September. But the autumns and winters, when I was a kid, they were more frosty but sunny. Now it's around -5 sometimes, +2 degrees, and grayish and wet and depressing. So yeah, the summers are very hot, beautiful. The peak of the summer is of course June, July, and August, and that's it. So yeah, I do am into spending time outside whenever I can. So during the summertime, I'm quite rarely by the radio. I'd rather either spend the time with my kid, or just chill outside in my back porch, smoking a nice cigar, and just listening to some audiobooks, or just enjoying watching at trees and stuff like that. KQ4 India Hotel Golf SQ5 Echo Bravo Mike.
Well, that sounds quite excellent. I do a little bit of the cigar smoking myself, and I tend to enjoy cigars more in the autumn than I do in the summer. Just something about the air being cooler makes it more enjoyable to be outside with a cigar versus in the sweating, rain-forced heat that we have here. Over.
Yeah, well, and I suppose the humidity in Georgia is way higher than we have it down here. Oh, by the way, from the ham radio stuff, I'm pushing about 500 watts into a 7-element, 7-band GXP Golf X-Ray Papa Yagi, 45 feet up, and IC7600. So that's it. Yeah, I've been a cigar aficionado for a couple of years now. I think since 2008 or 7. My stash of cigars right now is limited, as during the summer and springtime. I went down from 120 something to about 20. But it was a long, nice summer, and I do enjoy taking a stroll with a cigar and just chilling and enjoying. I think my favorites are Alec Bradley's, and recently the Perdomos, and I've stopped buying Cuban cigars a long time ago because they are overpriced. The quality is not too good, and I know I'm not into supporting the regime, and they always pick one retailer per country, so it's a monopoly. And down here, the guy who has the monopoly for Cuban cigars used to be the secret communist police informer, and that, of course, is not aligned with my view of the world. So I'm no longer into Cuban cigars. Kilo Queen 4 India Hotel Golf Sierra Quebec 5 Echo Bravo Mike.
QSL. I definitely enjoy the Perdomo cigars as well. They're quite easy to find here, as their main production facility in the United States is in Florida, which is only one state away, so their cigars are quite easy to find here. And I would assume that tobacco, especially in the current political and economic situations in Europe that we are all very familiar with right now, I'm sure cigars are harder to come by as well. And for us regular people, if you're not able to change things. You can vote with your money. And in the United States, Cuban cigars have, for a long time, been very much overhyped, especially after the embargo here. Cuban cigars were almost impossible to find unless it was ones that were already here before the embargo or you knew somebody that had connections. But they are overpriced, and from what I've found, they're no better than any of the other Nicaraguan cigars or Dominican cigars that you can buy on the market. Over.
Yeah, that's my take on it as well. It's same down here, overpriced, dramatically overpriced, and truly, I simply can't find the reason to purchase them. The quality is poor. The taste, I can get it from any other New World cigars. Yeah, the Perdomos are expensive down here. In general, cigars became very expensive as our Soviet Union overlords are taking care of our health, adding new taxes each year to our tobacco, to cigars. So after the new year, we are expecting some even 25% increase in prices of cigars. They are already way more expensive than in the States. You can't imagine. Well, I'm rather a person of free of envy, so I can envy positively, envy with respect. But with when it comes down and boils down to cigars, I envy you. I envy you the market. I envy you the choices you have there and the prices, because very often what we have down here, I have to pay 50 to, well, from 30 to 70% more for the same cigar that you guys have over the pond. So, but fortunately, my XYL is extremely meat compatible. So she understands that from time to time I need to have my stogie and chill on our back porch. Otherwise, so we're gonna have a extended suicide here in the house. So that's my way of venting things. So yeah, having a pint of a nice brew. Sometimes non-alcoholic. I do like my sweet coffee with a cigar. I have a mix of Italian coffee with some Canadian hazelnut coffee. So that's my poison, and I enjoy just relaxing. But winter is coming, so it's a time to replenish my stock and hopefully start again next spring. Kilo Queen 4, India Hotel Golf, SQ5EBM.
QSOs, yeah. It sounds like kind of a struggle for tobacco over there, and but the same goes for over here. It's very hard to find good vodka, and there's plenty of cheap, trashy vodkas here, but it's hard to find a good vodka or a good potato vodka unless you pay a premium. But I did look up a Perdomo cigar to see the price conversion. Right now in the United States, if I go to my local cigar shop, I can purchase a Perdomo 12th anniversary, just a standard Churchill cigar. It's about 12 American dollars, and the conversion rate on that says about 45 zloty. So that's about what it costs to get a Perdomo cigar here. Over.
Yeah, well, so the cheapest I think the frescoes are around $9 around here, something like that.
That's definitely not too bad. But I would imagine the selection is less. If you ever make a trip to the United States, remember, you can take cigars home. I don't know what the limit is for customs, but you definitely could go to any basic cigar shop here and have an excellent selection. Over.
Yeah, I do know. About 50 pieces, 50 cigars, if I recall, is the limit. So yeah, well, maybe one day, maybe one day. Yeah, for example, I think Fresco. I think it's the Fresco Cuban sandwiches. Never smoked one. I love those sun-grown Rothschilds. And Fresco Connecticut Churchill is about over $10. I just have to do the conversion. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry, the 45 zloty. That's gonna be $12, about $12 for the Perdomo's Cuban sandwich. So yeah, making the conversion to what we earn here, it's though I'm quite privileged, but it does get expensive. I remember, well, it never was cheap, but I do remember times when the prices were way better before our overlords took over taking care of our health. So yeah, but like I said, my wife tolerates my expensive hobbies. First is ham radio, cigars, of course, is another one, and my third hobby is my genealogy, which means that I often spend some time on different archive copies and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to persuade my ex-YL that I need to spend $400 on a Y-DNA male chromosome test to find out the origins of my family, because the first general haplogroup I have is suggesting somewhere around Spain and France, but she has not said no for now. But so I'm on a good road to persuade her. KQ4IHG SQ5EG.
Well, that sounds like an excellent plan. You may have to save up or take her out for a nice dinner or a nice weekend if you're going to spend that kind of money. That's definitely what I would do to try and sugar her up. Over.
Yeah, right now she's very much into scrolling through Temu, looking for some good prices on some things. So I suppose it's going to be my bank account supporting that hobby of hers right now. Anyway, Matt, I just got page from downstairs that my assistance is needed with our daughter. So it's bath time. So I got to help a bit. She's 4, and I am the only person who can get her towel and get her pajamas, because I do it best. You know how the 4-year-olds are. If something goes not according to plan, you have a tantrum. So all the best to you. Thank you very much for a nice chat, for a nice QSO. And I probably will be back on this or nearby frequency in some 10, 15 minutes. Kilo Quebec 4 India Hotel Golf. This is Sierra Quebec 5 Echo Bravo Mike. And by the way, Matt, I will be uploading this full QSO to YouTube. So back to you for the final.
QSL, well, it was excellent speaking to you, Miles, and I hope you have an excellent evening. And I added you on QRZ, and hopefully we will talk again. I am very often on 10 meters whenever the propagation's good, and so we will likely speak again. Well, you have a good evening, and it was nice to speak to you. Sierra Quebec 5 Echo Bravo Mike, Kilo Quebec 4 India Hotel Golf. Dobranoc.
Dobranoc, dziękuję, do usłyszenia. All the best to you, Matt, and this is Sugar Queen 5 Echo Bravo Mike, going temporarily QRT. If there's anyone listening who would like to take over this frequency, feel free to do so.